Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What up, family? This is Joe, No Picks Podcast.
Hey, what up, yo? This is Todd checking in.
So we got a reaction to a news clip. We want to keep it local again. We love when we can report about Philly issues, so we're going to do that as much as we can. So this is going to be the latest Philly that the city is trying to address. So Ty, I'm super curious about what your take on this is. So I'm gonna cue it up, and then we're gonna let it rock.
I'm hype.
All right, let's see.
Issues neighbors are dealing with in Philadelphia. And this one impacts mechanic shops and drivers. But now there's a crackdown in the works. Greg, what's going on here?
Yeah, well, Sheba, this crackdown was very easy to miss if you were just driving along, and that's because where it's located is right here under Interstate 95 in this lot over here. And according to police, they say there's quite a bit of activity that happens around here that they're not fans of. On a dreary Wednesday morning, Philadelphia police and PPA gathered to go over their game plan for a crackdown on illegal activity in South Philly. Their focus, these large private-owned lots under Interstate 95 that people have been complaining about.
Over the past few months, we've seen a lot of abandoned vehicles, short dumping, which is just people throwing their garbage out under 95. We've seen a lot of pop-up businesses.
Leading to police on Wednesday issuing tickets and towing a number of abandoned vehicles without registration and tags that didn't match. Fox 29 News even witnessing owners of these abandoned vehicles trying to stop police from towing them.
Wow, this has been here for multiple days. I know it has. It was here yesterday, literally. I saw it. You have a flat tire. It's a hazard on the highway. You have an inspection from New Jersey. Your tag matches a BMW, not a Honda.
The officer was saying there's all these violations and stuff. What's the deal behind that?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
But one of the operations they're trying to crack down on is street mechanics who have no licenses. This is a video a neighbor nearby gave us of the operation happening under the interstate.
Every day or every other day, on my way into work or just walking around under here, I see people working on cars. And it's not just the individual working on a car. It's a shop. They have a van. The van has tools in it, and they're working on 3 or 4 cars at a time.
It's citywide. It's an issue that we've become aware of and that we're working to address.
Police say just hours before we arrived, there were street mechanics out, but they quickly left. This is an issue Fox 29 reported on back in 2014, showcasing the operation of unlicensed mechanics operating on sidewalks in other parts of the city.
People having a shop, they don't have an official shop. They're just trying to work, but unfortunately, the property owners don't want them under here doing it just because of the hazard it poses.
Now, police say that they are going to continue to try to crack down on these issues, and they say the main reason behind it is because this is a major push coming from the Parker administration. Reporting live here in South Philly, I'm Greg Payne, Fox 29 News.
All right, so I thought this was interesting, Ty. So I guess let me pose a question. Do you think that we should be banning or ticketing independent mechanics? I don't know, say independent contractors, but like, how do you feel about this initiative, like getting them, like banning them, or like discouraging this behavior?
Listen, I'm here for it. Like,
yeah.
Listen,
Why?
I've used them in my life, right? Like, yeah, but I can understand why it's a hazard, right? Because it's like, if the stuff they're working on cars, right? So if they don't do what they're supposed to do properly, you put that car on the road, and it could crash into you if they don't do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, who's to say? It's just you got to just trust the person's word, right? But if you take it to Pet Boys or something like that, then it's like you can go right back to them and be like, "Yo, you messed up. You didn't do this properly, right?" People can get sued. Like this dude, the person that you have, Joe on the block fixing your transmission, you may never see him again. So it's one of them things where it's like it sucks because getting your car worked on is like so expensive, right? But I mean, it's unfortunate. It's just one of them unfortunate things. But yeah, I mean, listen, it's
Okay.
it could be very bad. And also, people get scammed from shit like this all the time. I was scammed from this. Like when I was in college, I paid this dude. I had an oil leak, and I kept paying this dude. His name was D, and I thought he was cool. I thought we were friends. You know what I mean? We were friendly and shit. And he kept saying like, "Oh no, all this stuff." I kept paying him for stuff, and "Oh, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working." And it never. And I've come to find out, I went to like an actual mechanic, and the mechanic was like, "Bro, like, what did this dude do? Like, he didn't do anything. Like, it was just like." But then when I hit him up, like, bro, like, I need my money back. He was ghost. He changed his number and all that shit.
Right.
So it's like these people are scamming people too, right? Now there are some people that are probably legit and they're out here just doing it, just trying to make a quick buck. But it opens up the line for scamming. So
It does. It does. All right. Okay. All right. Well, excuse me. I don't like this initiative at all. Right. I supported the ski mask ban because that shit's stupid. I supported cracking down on ATVs and dirt bikes. I still see them, so I don't know if that initiative was short lived. Maybe they realized, oh, this is too dangerous, because it couldn't be. When you're chasing them, cops can get bang out. Like, I supported. You know, what are some other things that they started? Oh, the tinted window ticketing. I support that. You know what I mean? So I'm not, but this is one where I was like, I don't know about this one, bro. Like, people are already complaining that these initiatives that they've done lately are just cash grabs, just ways for cities to generate more money. You know, that's the biggest intention behind them. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, some of these things I actually agree with. Like, I'm okay if your tent is too damn dark. It should not be this dark. You know, I'm okay with that. But this one, I think it stifles like job creation, bro. Like, this is like entrepreneurship. Like, these are bro. These are like, I know I know they're like people busting traps talking about they entrepreneurs or pharmacists and all that. But I really mean that shit, bro. Like, if these guys are actually like certified mechanics but just don't have a shop, like, I think that's hating, bro. You could be doing much more with this tax money instead of instead of knocking people's side hustles. Because what about people who
but
like
Joe,
paint?
but what if you pay what if you pay somebody to do something and they don't do it right, and they crash into you? Okay, so because people normally only give a shit about something when it affects them, right? So say someone pays this random dude $150 to change all his brakes. They don't do shit. They just say, hey, okay, maybe they squirt some oil in it so it don't make no noise, right? And then they crash into you. Then will you give a shit? Then will you be like, oh, something got to be done about this? You feel like
I mean, it's just not.
You see.
It could happen, bro. But I have to ask, like, what are the chances of that actually happening? Somebody could have a perfectly functional car and still crash out and still bang me up. You know what I mean? Like, driving is
But
statistically.
aren't the chances higher if they just don't replace the fucking brake pads?
I can't get behind this one, bro. I can't. I feel like this is hating, bro. You taking money out of people's pockets, bro.
Bro,
I can't get by it. I'm
my
trying,
man,
but I'm like,
my
I can't.
my mechanic D told me I needed a new engine for like a year, nigga. I gave this dude all the money I had.
You picked the wrong one, bro. You thought you picked the wrong one. This is capitalism, right? You had choice. You didn't have to keep messing with the bull, right? You could have went somewhere else. That's game, bro. And I know people are gonna get scammed inevitably, but the thing is, I figure like when you're engaging one of these people, when you're doing business with somebody who's like doing it, I don't want to say illegally because they're not doing anything illegal. There's consent. There's a transaction of some sort. Some money.
It makes it illegal though. If you ain't got a business license,
I mean, how is it illegal?
It's definitely illegal.
Like, is it illegal?
First
No,
of all,
it's not.
What you mean? So
no, bro.
As long as there's consent, it's legal.
I mean, they're just doing business, bro. Like,
okay.
They probably made it illegal because the government wants to tax it somehow. That's what they're just mad that they can't tax that money. You know what I mean? Especially if it's under the table. I think that, yeah, bro. No, this is some BS, bro. Let people have their side hustles, man. This is why. Like, let Juan down the street.
I don't think your side hustle should infringe on my ability to have a functioning car. But
what are the chances? These mechanics.
I think chances are high.
You
don't know these people. You don't know what these people are doing.
Bro, you mess with somebody that you know. You know, every block got that one dude who's really good with cars. I've had two mechanics in my life that I could call. There was Shorty, and there was another one that I used to use regularly, and then I lost contact with him. But they were like my go-tos, and they were like just the people who knew their way around cars and were charging stuff under the table, and they helped me a lot. And I'm like, I appreciate that, but I trusted them. Yeah, I could have gotten scammed by somebody, but I did. See, my experience was more positive. So for me, that's why I don't
Right.
see it in such a. I understand that people will be, but like you have to use your discernment. You got to figure out who can I,
Listen,
yours was
I
closer to home. Yours
right,
was a friend. So off rip, you didn't think you was gonna get scammed. So that's what made it even
right,
worse that you got scammed by your boy.
yeah,
That
yeah,
sucks. You know what I mean? But I just figure if I'm looking for a street mechanic, I know what I'm getting myself into. I know I'm gonna ask around, and people who will do well, word of mouth spreads. People who do well, the hood, they'll show you love. Oh yeah, Tony down the block. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, Kevin around the corner. Like I mean, they'll let you know. Like no, he nice. Like it might take a while because he got cars lined up, but like
right.
word of mouth.
But also you got to do it discreetly too. Like you can't be out like you drawing all this attention and shit. Because apparently from the article, it sounds like these whoever was working on these cars was like drawing mad attention. You gotta do this shit on your block or something like that, or
Yeah, I mean,
take it like
so
it's
you've seen the parking thing that they were talking about if you ever been on Delaware Ave because I know some you guys coming from it's like underneath there, like near Delaware Ave, all this parking that wasn't there before. And usually when I see it, it's empty. Those lots, there's not really a lot of cars in there. Now I don't see it
right,
during like business hours because I'm not down there in South Philly. I don't
right,
have to be down there,
right.
but like usually it's empty. So I'm like, if they got a couple vacant spots and they're just doing work in an empty parking lot, that's why I'm just like, just let them do work. Then the one was like, yeah, sometimes they're out here, cars are. Kevin, set your ass up. It ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. Why you hating? Like, go to work, nigga. Like you over here talking and snitching and shit. Like, shut up, bro. Like, so I don't know. I just feel like this is stupid on the city's part. I think that people have already in some of our videos about Philly politics have said, nah, they're just coming for communities of color or they're coming for like the working class. This for me is giving, we're coming for the working class. We're coming for the working man. Like shit is
Well,
rough.
listen,
Inflation is high. How we gonna
the
knock somebody's
dude,
side hustle?
the Spanish dude they had in that joint is a migrant. That nigga didn't even want to talk to the cameras, bro. Like
I
he
saw
didn't
it.
even
I
want to
saw
talk to the
it.
cameras. Like
Yeah, yeah. He's
he's
like,
like,
I'm
I'm
good.
out of here, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't know, man. If they were like running up creating fake tags or like, giving
But
fake
they were
registration
though.
papers,
But they say when they ran their shit, it was like, okay, well, you're registered in Pennsylvania. You you,
they
you got an
picked one of the worst
inspection from
examples.
Jersey.
Right. Damn,
Why,
bro. Ah,
like you just making shit up. You just
I
like,
know.
okay, well, like your fucking VIN number is from fucking Virginia. Like nigga, like come on, bro. Like you got like
Let people work, bro. That's one of my biggest arguments behind legalizing marijuana across the board before it became more common was let people grow their own crops and make money off of it. You know what I mean? Like people already make money off of it through the black market, but what they don't want is the average man to be like, hey, I'm going to buy some seeds. So you can buy the seeds online and I'm going to plant them, you know what I mean? And grow my own and then sell them. Like let people have the ability to do that. Let them to make money off their land if they have it, of course, or like, I don't know, man. I don't want to stifle that.
yo. I wish I had some sunglasses, right? So I could just put my sunglasses on and say, "Book them, boys. Lock them niggas
No,
up, bro.
man. What
Lock
do you
them up, bro.
mean?
Lock them
No,
niggas up,
man.
bro. Like, lock them niggas up. Like, I'm sorry,
Man.
bro. Like,
You
having
wrong, bro.
having a car is a lot like having a pet, right? If you
Yeah.
like, yo, you know what? There's people be like, oh well, you know, my pet needs, $20,000 in surgery. I'm like, listen, white man or woman, either kill that dog or you gotta have the bread to do it. I don't want to hear no GoFundMe for your fucking dog. I don't give a shit. Like, so leave me the fuck alone. Same thing with
Yeah.
having listen, you can't have if you can't afford to have a car, then don't have a car.
Right. No,
And I've been there. I've been there. But like you
right.
can't half-ass it because other people, not just you, other people's safety is at risk.
That's true.
So
That's true. That's true. It definitely to have a car, you definitely have to have bread because the insurance. If you got a note, you got to pay the note, all the maintenance,
right.
everything that comes into it periodically, all the periodic maintenance, like it costs bread.
Just
So
like Joe, how many times have you seen a luxury car, a Benz, Jaguar, Lexus, Range Rover, all that shit, just in somebody parking lot or in somebody parking spot in front of their house for fucking years because they can't afford to
That
for the
I
fucking
see
maintenance.
that I hate, bro. I hate that. And that still happens now in Philly. People will have
Yeah,
cars that need work and they don't drive and they'll just leave them parked on the block sometimes for
forever.
months.
And it's always a luxury car, right? It's always a luxury car.
It's like an
because
Audi. It's like a
Audi,
yeah, and they'll leave them
they
there.
can't afford the maintenance, and their only thing is like having like some crackhead to come fix it or whatever. Like you couldn't afford that shit.
Right. Well, listen,
But
if they
I
start
mean,
banning these mechanics, the boy in South Philly could fix it for you, give you some new tags, like he hook you up. He may, I don't know.
give you some. Your car's registered in Philly, but you get some tags from fucking Jersey and Violent and
Yeah.
some shit. Like no.
The Bulls. Oh, I don't know what was going on, boy. But yeah. All right. Well, listen. I just wanted to see your take on this because this is something that's going to be happening. So now they're going to be cracking down. So listen, make sure my Philly people, make sure your tent ain't too dark. Don't wear that stupid ass ski mask in government buildings, city buildings. Don't wear it at all, honestly. It's already getting hot and people are already wearing them around here. I'm like, good lord, get rid of the ski mask. What else? Don't. They can ticket you while your car is parked if your tent is too dark. So remember, you don't even have to be driving. Don't go around in your ATV and your dirt bike. And now, if you know how to work on cars, don't be trying to get money on the side off of it, bro, because they're gonna get you for that too. So it's interesting some of the behaviors they're cracking down on. So let's see what comes from this. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know yet. But anyway, all right, bro. Well, listen, community, let us know what you guys feel. You've heard the story, you heard our opinions, and keep the engagement up. Thank you so much. Last week we had some pretty heavy content, but I think it was conversations that we needed to have. They were having it across the nation, so we want to have it on our platform. But yeah, subscribe. We appreciate the engagement. Keep it coming. And until next time.
Till next time, yeah.